I'm David with Northwest Safe. Today we're going to be going over Liberty's widest safe of them all, the new Collector series. So the Collector is kind of a hybrid from a few different Liberty models. It's got the fire protection of a Franklin at 110 minutes. It's got the mechanism of the Colonial series, and it has actually an 11 gauge body, which is a in-between, or we'll call it between Liberty's Lincoln series and the Franklin series. Now, this isn't Liberty's largest safe overall, but it's going to be the widest, giving you the most gun capacity. So it stands 60.5 inches tall, 54 inches wide, 27.5 inches deep. Now, that dimension on the depth, keep in mind, that's just for the body. So from the front of the safe to the back of the safe, that doesn't account for the 3-spoke handle and the power outlet in the back that runs the integrated outlet kit and the LED lights. The handle overall is going to add 3 inches to the safe. The power is going to add 1.25 inches to the back, but keep in mind, when we go to deliver this, we can actually fit it through as narrow as a 28-inch door, interior door of a home, because the handle hub does remove. But once the safe is installed, you're going to put the power cord back in, and you're going to put the handles back on the front. The safe is available in 2 powder-coated finishes. We have the black textured with chrome hardware, and they're also going to do a gray marble powder coat with black chrome hardware and black logo. You have your option of a push-button electronic lock. We can also do the Sargent and Greenleaf mechanical lock. This safe is going to operate off as a 6-digit code, no more, no less. It's got an LCD information screen that's going to reveal to you battery life that's left, and also walk you through the programming process of this safe. Battery is located on the outside and it actually has a lever lock. We can secure that back in there. This safe is really unique for its size. Most safes you see this wide, 50 inches or plus, are gonna have a really thick frame that impedes the opening of the door. And basically most manufacturers do that so they don't have to put extra reinforcement in the frame. It's just kind of an easier way to do things. So what makes this safe unique is that Liberty put a lot of reinforcement in the frame that gave them the ability to make the door wider, so you just have a larger, clear opening, which in our opinion just makes the safe that much easier to use. As far as how the body's formed, it utilizes Liberty's 2-piece roll-formed, robotically guided, welded body. And that's really unique in the industry because most of the time a safe is going to be formed from 3 pieces of steel, which is sometimes fully welded. A lot of times, especially on the import side of it, you're going to see safes tack welded or spot welded together, or I should say stitch. So the 2-piece body from Liberty, let's jump into that because it's what makes Liberty unique in a lot of ways. Most safes, again, are 3 pieces. For example, your back, your sides, the front, a top and a bottom is going to be formed. They're going to put those pieces together, and then you'll have a seam all around the perimeter of the top and a seam all around the perimeter of the bottom that needs to be welded. If you get a good manufacturer, they're going to do a full seam weld with a reinforced stitch weld on the inside. Again, most import safes, they'll do a tack weld or stitch weld to where every 3 to 4 inches, they're just putting a small weld down to hold everything together. And basically they're doing that to cut cost. The Liberty is going to be only 2 pieces. So on this safe, the top, the sides, the bottom, the front frame, and about a 1/2 inch of the back is all formed from 1 piece of steel. So instead of having a seam down these side edges, this is just a radius weld. You have your seams in the corners, which are going to be braced, then fully welded by a robotically guided welder. The back panel is laid on. Again, it's going to be a full seam weld all the way around the back of the door. And that robotically guided welder is going to give you better penetration of the steel, more consistent of a weld. When it comes to welding, again, from manufacturer to manufacturer, you might have some guy that really knows what he's doing. You got another guy that doesn't. So the thing that I like about Liberty's 2-piece body is just the consistency of the welding. I think it's the best in the industry. We have 1/4 inch flat bars all the way around the door. This system, compared to like a round bolt system that you see on most safes, is going to be really unique because there's no weak connection points. Most of the times, and I encourage you to do this, any safe you're looking at, take the door panel off, see what those big bolts are connected to. Often what you're gonna find is a big chrome locking bolt that is connected to a really lightweight piece of metal via a rivet, a bolt, or even a machine screw. And it's pretty common during pride tests that we'll see those bolts tear away or shear off from their connection points. What makes the flat bar system from Liberty really unique is this is all laser cut from one piece of steel. So this bar, all the way down to the bottom bar, is going to be solid. The flat bars give you more surface contact than a typical round bolt. Door panel is going to be standard on this, 12 pistol holsters on it. You have 6 miscellaneous zippered storage pockets, some mesh pockets, and then 2 file folders, which are good to hold paperwork, designed to hold the 8.5 by 11 folder. You're going to see a total of 72 rifle cutouts. These are fully adjustable, meaning you can move them up, you can move them down, but it's also gonna come with some side shelves. So if you wanted to make this safe, you know, a third guns or a third shelf, so you have the flexibility to do that. LED lights are going to be standard, as well as Liberty's integrated media outlet kit. That's gonna have pass-through cables if you wanna run Cat5 or USB, and it's gonna have 3 power outlets on the inside. Liberty's expanding fire seal. So this is what we call a dual stage seal. It has a smoke seal on top of a expanding base seal. So when the safe goes through a fire, that seal is gonna swell up and fill the gap between the body and the door. So that helps keep, especially at the beginning parts of a fire, smoke out, as well as the later aftermath of a fire, water and moisture out. Something that Liberty does that most manufacturers do not is they suspend the safe when it goes through the powder coating. So even the bottom of it, same as what you're gonna see on the top and the sides. So that wraps up our review of the new collector from Liberty. All the dimensions, details on the safe will be linked below in the description. If you want to see what the next step up from this is, if you're looking for heavier body, heavier door, Liberty actually makes a bigger, heavier safe called the Classic 60. We'll link that below also. Let us know what you think. Is there something we missed? Tell us what you think about the new collector. And again, Northwest Safe, we stock hundreds of safes. So before you get told that you have to wait a couple months or something, give us a call, see if we can help. We appreciate you watching.